it will be problems on mechanical system, electrical system, and we shall use the concept of force voltage analogy as well as force current analogy. So let me take you to the my journal. So the problem will be in this form. So draw the equivalent mechanical system. I hope you understand the meaning of equivalent mechanical system. Nothing but you should write down the nodal diagram. Okay, so equivalent mechanical system and analogous system based on force voltage and force current methods for the given system. See, for the same system you should write its electrical network concept based on voltage, that is force voltage, and the concept based on force current. Okay, so as you know, in force voltage, so we will replace our mechanical elements in terms of electrical elements. So force will be replaced by voltage, friction will be replaced by resistance. So similar fashion we will replace our mechanical elements, that is mass, spring and friction, in terms of electrical elements, resistance, inductor and capacitance, and we will write a circuit diagram. So both will behave in the same manner. That is the equivalent, that is the analogous system, so which will be based on force voltage and force current methods. So here the first step will be, we need to write down the nodal diagram. So we know the steps that we are following to write down the nodal diagram, or also we can call by the name I have an issue. Yes. Yeah. Equivalent mechanical system. Okay. So the first step is to identify the number of displacement in the given mechanical system. So from the figure it is clear that we have first displacement, that is x1 of t, and the second displacement x2 of t. So if you want to analyze this system, so there is an fixed support at the bottom, and where we have K2 a spring, friction, mass M2, and we have one more spring, that is K1, and you can see the force action. Okay, so now we shall consider its equivalent mechanical system, nothing but nodal diagram. By using that nodal diagram we shall represent the mechanical or differential equation. So total we have two displacement, so the same I will represent with a node number 1, that is x1 of t, and node number 2, that is x2 of t. And the second step, after identifying the displacement, you should check what are the elements under that particular displacement. So under x1, so we may not find any element which will be purely under x1. So when this force is applied, so the K1 is here, and we shall also consider X2. So this K1 will act as common element, between the node 1 and here. So it will act as a common element. So no element is undergoing x1 purely, okay? No element, no mechanical element having a displacement of x1 only. So what will happen? This k1 will come in between the displacement x1 and x2. So this is a common element, so I will represent in between x1 of t and x2 of t, that is k1. And I can make sure that I have an input to the first node, that is f of t. So this force will be the input, okay? So that will be f of t. Next, so k1 common element is represented. When I check x2 of t, so I can clearly state I have three elements, mass m2 and k2 and b2. Three elements undergoing displacement x2 of t. So I will represent three elements. First, mass m2, and one more friction, and one more spring. So all three are having the same displacement. So m2, and this is b2 and k2. Okay. All three are having the common displacement of x2. So this will be our diagram, that is equivalent mechanical system. Based on this, we need to write a differential equation. So if I want to represent the differential equation in terms of node, total we have two nodes, okay? Remember, I am representing differential equation particularly based on node. So total we have two nodes. So x1 of t node 1 and x2 of t node 2. Okay, so this is the concept. So let me write at node 1. Okay, so if you check at node 1, so we have a applied force, that is F, so F of t, and we have, so no element is purely undergoing x1 of t, so but we have a common element, that is k1. Okay, so if I want to represent at node 1 the differential equation, it will be f of t, that is equal to, and I have a common element, that is k1. Since it is a common element, it will be undergoing it will be undergoing both x1 of t and x2 of t. When there is an x1 of t, some deformation will happen at k1, and if there is an x2 of t, the same amount will be experienced at k1. So it is acting under both displacement. So my differential equation will be k1, okay, within bracket x1 of t minus x2 of t. Okay, so this will be my differential equation at node 1. So let me consider, this is the first equation, and second, at node 2, so I have one more set of equation. So I don't have any force applying on node 2. So you can clearly see that there is no force is acting. So there is only mass m2 is undergoing the displacement x2, and friction b2 and spring constant k2 which are undergoing the displacement of x2 of t. So there is no force is acting at point node 2. So how will I consider this? So LHS part, so I will write here. So LHS part, that is 0, that is equal to, so let me consider mass m. So we know that, so for mass m, my equation will be m2 into acceleration. So acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. So velocity is rate of change of displacement. The displacement is x2 of t. So I will represent m2 multiplied by d square x2 of t by dt square. Okay, this is mass m2 into acceleration for the first element. So next element is friction, and let me consider friction b2 multiplied by the rate of change of displacement, nothing but velocity. That is the equation for friction, b2 into differentiation of x2 with respect to dt. And finally I have a spring, that is k2, which is undergoing the displacement of x2. So I will represent k2 multiplied by x2. So element 1, 2, 3 is done, and we know that we have one more element, that is k1, which is acting as a common in between x1 and x2. So here please check my equation. I will rewrite, okay, plus k1. So here I have written let me add x2 of t, okay, x1 of t minus x2 of t. So when I consider k1 at node 2, k1 acting as a common element with respect to displacement x2 of t, my equation will be reduced to k1 x2 of t minus x1 of t. So this will be my equation number 2 when I consider differential equation. See, I hope it is clear. We have only two displacement. The two displacement is represented by node 1 and node 2. So when I consider node 1, we can see that to the node 1, so this will be node 1, where f of t is acting, the same has been represented, and whereas at node 2 no more force is acting, so we will consider at LHS it will be 0, and we have 1, 2, 3 elements purely undergoing x2 of t, and we have one more element k1 which will be undergoing both x1 as well as x2. When you consider with respect to node 1, it will be the equation k1 multiplied by x1 of t minus x2 of t. When you consider node 2, so the same equation will be reframed to x2 of t minus x1 of t. Okay. Now, so this is the differential equation with respect to mechanical system. Okay, as I said, the same can be represented with respect to electrical system. So we shall consider the force voltage. So let me move to the next. Okay, so here we shall consider the equation force voltage analogy. So let it be the first consideration. So we are writing the given mechanical system in terms of electrical system. The first consideration is force voltage analogy. So as you know, there is a fixed analogy between mechanical system and electrical system. So we will represent the mechanical in terms of electrical, we call it as electrical analogous system. The same, we are using the concept of force voltage analogy. In that analogy, we know that what mechanical element will be replaced by electrical element. So you can clearly check here. So LHS, so in the sketch, the left part is representing the mechanical system and the right side is representing for electrical. So force will be replaced in terms of voltage, mass will be replaced inductance, and friction with respect to resistance, and spring constant K with respect to reciprocal of the capacitor, displacement with respect to charge, X will be represented in terms of current I. Okay, so now so first we shall rewrite the equation in terms of electrical network. Okay, so you know at node 1 we had f of t is equal to k1 x1 of t minus x2 of t. The same will be, remember the equation, so equation f of t is equal to k1 x1 of t minus x2 of t. The same, the k, so k has to be replaced by 1 by c. So at node 1, so while considering force voltage analogy, so we will replace with force with voltage, mass with L, inductance B with R, K with 1 by C. Okay, so our first equation in the mechanical system was f of t is equal to k1 multiplied by x1 of t minus x2 of t. The same will be replaced, force will be replaced by voltage. I will represent it as V of t, that is equal to, so k1 will be replaced by 1 by c1. So you know the equation for capacitor, integral of, so x1 will be replaced by I1 of t minus I2 of t. I2 of t, so dt. Okay, so if you please check with the first equation, so I will just copy it on if possible. Okay. So this was my first equation, f of t is equal to k1 x1 of t minus x2 of t at node 1. Similarly, while writing for electrical system, force will be replaced by voltage. You can see here F will be replaced by voltage and K1 has to be replaced by 1 by C. So X will be replaced by current I, that is I1 of t, and X2 will be I2 of t dt. So this is the equation for electrical system, okay, at node 1. So let me take at node 2 second equation. At node 2, see, we don't need any electrical network diagram to write down the equation. We can straight away replace the given mechanical element as per the rule, and the same can be represented. So let me represent the second equation. Okay, yeah. So you can see at node 2, when I consider mechanical system, it was 0, that is equal to m2 d square x2 of t by dt square plus b2 differentiation of x2 with respect to dt, k2 x2 of t plus k1 x2 of t minus x1 of t. So we shall replace using the same concept, and we shall write at node 2. So at node 2 at LHS it is 0, we shall represent same 0, that is equal to, and as you know, mass will be replaced by L. So mass will be replaced by L. So M2 I will replace by L2. Okay. So before considering this, I will add two more consideration. So that is, so here, yeah, and later we shall consider again further x I will consider as integration of I d of t. Okay, so this is the replacement that we need to do, and dx by dt, so we shall consider it as I, and one more it is double differentiation dx square by x by dt square, we will consider it as di by dt. So this is one more consideration that we need to keep in mind. So x as integration of I dt, dx by dt as I, and double differentiation of displacement with respect to dt square, that as di by dt. So remember this consideration, the same will be followed in the second equation. So the second equation, mass, so m2 is here, straight away we will replace with L2, and d square x2 of t by dt square will be replaced by this, that is differentiation of I2 with respect to dt. Next, so b2 into differentiation of x2 of t by dt, the same will be replaced by b will be replaced by r, so plus b2 will be replaced by r2, and b2 differentiation of x2 of t by dt, so differentiation of x by dt we will consider as I, so we will represent this as I2, and add one more. So the third is k2 into x2 of t. So k2 will be replaced by 1 by c. So we shall consider 1 by k2 as 1 by c2, and x2 of t will be represented by I dt. The same we shall write integration of I2 dt, and final, okay, final we have the last term k1 multiplied by x2 of t minus x1 of t, the same will be replaced by k will be replaced by 1 by c1 within bracket integration I2 minus I1 dt. See, so need not to neglect, so you can consider I2 of t with respect to time domain. So this will be your second equation at node 2. So this is how you will rewrite the given mechanical system in terms of electrical equations by modifying force in terms of voltage, mass in terms of inductance, friction in terms of resistance, so spring constant in terms of reciprocal of capacitance, and furthermore we will consider x displacement of integration of I dt, and the same the differentiation dx by dt as I, and again the double differentiation as di by dt. So this is the initial consideration, that is x as integration of I dt. If I differentiate both, so it will come as dx by dt. So if you do the differentiation of integral, it will become I dt, and again if you do the double differentiation, so this will be d square x by dt square di by dt. So simple consideration that you need to assume to rewrite our equation in terms of electrical system. So step by step you follow this to write in terms of force voltage analogy. Now we need to write down the circuit diagram. So how to write the circuit diagram? So here keep in mind, in this voltage we will keep all the element in series, okay, and in the form of loop connection. So the force, I will write down the force voltage analogous network. So here you can see, let me consider, yeah, so this is my initial network diagram. If I see, I have in the first displacement, that node 1, I don't have any element which is acting as a common, whereas I can see I don't have any element which is purely undergoing x1 of t, but I have an element common as k1 in between x1 and x2. Okay, so follow the steps to write down the circuit diagram based on force voltage. As I said, if you have number of displacement, so in the given problem we have two set of displacement, so the same I will represent so in loops. Okay, let me consider first loop for x1 and second loop for x2. So here we will consider x as I. So straight away you can consider here the current I1 will be flowing, and here I2. So simple consideration. And now check, is there any element purely undergoing x1 of t? No, we don't have any element, but we can see spring k as a common element in between x1 of t and x2 of t. So the same I will represent here. So k will be replaced by, you can see here, capacitor. So I will represent, so k will be replaced as 1 by c. So I will replace a capacitor in between. So okay, I will represent c. Now here don't consider I have to represent it as 1 by c. So here c is equal to 1 by k. So that is the concept. I will consider c as 1 by reciprocal of spring constant. So this part is done. Okay. and my input as voltage V. So first loop is done. In second loop I have, in the mechanical system, I have mass M, K, so let me represent M2, K2, B2. So B2 will be replaced by R2, M2 will be replaced by L2, and K2 will be replaced by 1 by C2. So I will consider this as C2 is equal to 1 by K2. So represent inductor L2, so that I will do it here. So you represent all three elements in series. So simple. So I will represent here inductor and again capacitor and resistor. So this is L2, C2 as 1 by K2 and R2. So this will be your equivalent electrical network, okay, assuming force voltage analogy. Same, we shall consider force current analogy. How to represent? See, step by step I will tell you. We have considered the mechanical system, have rewritten its equivalent mechanical system and obtained the differential equation. Later, by considering force voltage analogy, so the replacement has been done at node 1 and node 2. So we have considered its particular equations. That is done, and we have written its electrical network diagram. And finally, we will be considering force current analogy. So this is force current analogy. Okay, in force current analogy, so we shall consider the replacement F, force in terms of I, mass, capacitance, B 1 by R, K 1 by L, X as pi, and X here E, there is EMF. So I will consider X as further, X as, so here X as displacement, and whereas in electrical network there is integration of voltage multiplied by dt. The same when I do the differentiation, so this will be dx by dt. When I do the differentiation dx by dt, the integration will be removed, that will be v. And if I do the double differentiation d square x dt, so I will get it as differentiation of v with respect to dt. So this consideration you need to make in order to write down the equation in terms of force current analogy. So let me consider at node 1, so initial equation was f of t is equal to k1 x1 of t minus x2 of t in mechanical system. So here F will be replaced by, force will be replaced by I. So I will take it as I1 of t, sorry, I of t, not I1, I of t, that is equal to, so K will be replaced by 1 by L, integration of x will be replaced by integration of v of d. So that will be x1 of t will be v1 of t minus x2 of t will be v2 of t dt. So this will be my first equation at node 1. So please check the mechanical system. So this is the equation 1. f of t is equal to k1 into x1 of t minus x2 of t. So similarly, when I consider in force current analogy, so f of t will be replaced by I of t and 1 by L integration of v1 of t minus v2 of t. So that is done. And similar fashion at node 2, so LHS part is 0 and RHS. So when I consider mass m, okay, so m2 will be replaced by c2, m2 will be replaced by c2, and mass into acceleration will be represented by d square x of t, x2 of t by dt. So please check the equation. So d square, yeah, see here, this is the equation by considering mechanical system, d square x2 of t by dt. So here it will be, so d square x of dt by, that is equal to dv by dt. So c2 multiplied by differentiation of voltage with respect to dt. So take it as v of t. Okay, yes, done. Next, let me move on to the next term. So there we had friction B2. So B2 will be represented by R2, that is 1 by R2. Okay, so 1 by B2 into differentiation of x2 by dt. So d, that will be V. I will represent, see, just check. In mechanical system it is B2 differentiation of x2 with respect to dt. B2 I will represent as 1 by R2, and differentiation I will represent it as V2. Okay, as per the consideration we will represent as V2. And I have one more element. So friction is done, K. So K into x2 of t. So K here it is 1 by L2, 1 by L2 integration of V2 dt. And I have one more spring, that is K1 acting as a common, that I will represent 1 by L1 integration of V2 of t. So V2 of t minus V1 of t. So we have dt as outside. Okay, so this will be your equation when you consider force current analogy, and similarly I will write its network diagram. See how to represent the network diagram. See, very simple. In force current analogy, rewrite the same mechanical system diagram and replace with electrical elements. So I will just, let me show you the sketch. Yeah, so this is the system. So I will just copy it so that for explanation it would be easy. So in order to write the electrical network in terms of force current analogy, it is very easy. Okay, the same. So you need to replace with electrical. See, f of t will be replaced by I. So that will be the input. So I will consider, see, I will write down the exact same sketch and I will modify, and this is the node, and I will have 3 elements, 1, 2, and one more, it is 3. Okay, so what I will do, I am writing the equivalent electrical network in terms of force current analogy. Okay, same replacement. So x1 will be replaced by v1. So take a point that will be represented as voltage 1, that is first node, and x2 will be replaced by v2, voltage 2, that is done. And K1 will be replaced by 1 by L1. I will represent this as L1. So here L1 will be equal to 1 by K1. So the same. And force will be replaced by current, that is I of S. Okay. Next, here it will be mass will be replaced by inductance, that is L2. Oh, sorry. Mass we will replace by C. Okay. I will write down here. Mass will be replaced by. So let me rewrite. Mass will be replaced by, that is C2. Okay. And next we shall replace friction, that is B2, with R, resistance. So if I write B2 here, B2 will be is equal to, so if I write, that will be 1 by K2. Okay. And finally we have to replace spring with inductor, that is L2. So L2 will be 1 by K2. So here B2 will be 1 by, so it is not B2 resistance, I have to represent R. Little confusion. Yes. So this will be the resistance R2. Okay, R2 is nothing but 1 by B2. So this will be your equivalent network diagram. So in terms of force current analogy. In examination, the question may appear as draw the equivalent mechanical system and analogous system. So mechanical system as well as analogous system based on force voltage and force current method. So we know how to represent the nodal diagram. We have done that, and we have written the equilibrium equation for node 1 and node 2. It's done. Same you need to replace by considering force voltage analogy. So in force voltage analogy, force will be replaced by voltage, mass with L. So these are all the considerations. Similarly, X will be in terms of I, that is integration of I dt. So similarly differentiate dx by dt will be integration. If you differentiate this, it will become I, and again double differentiation, that will be di by dt. Do the replacement and write down the network in terms of loop. If you have two displacement, you will be having two loops, and connect all the elements in series. Remember that. And here again two equation with respect to force current analogy, and write down the network diagram which is equivalent to mechanical system replaced with electrical elements. And here if you observe, all the elements are parallel. So that is the concept of rewriting given mechanical system in terms of electrical analogous. Okay, thank you. So let us wind up today's session. We shall consider one more example tomorrow of mechanical system, and we shall rewrite in the same force voltage and force current analogy.